Welcome. Sporty greetings to you wherever you are in the world watching me. It's always a delight. I look forward to coming on air, coming online. Broadcasting will not finish me. I still look forward to coming online to, speak to you guys. So shout out to you wherever you're in the world watching me. Welcome on board. This is the Fun Factory. I'm still your main guy, proudly Austin. You know me, I'm all about sports, entertainment, and so much more. But for me, I find a way to just put fun into whatever conversation that I'm having. Welcome. Tell me where you're watching me from. That's the drill. Just tell me where you're watching me from. I like knowing so I can put some perspectives into the conversation. But when I stay till midnight in the United Kingdom, it's just because I want to bring my guys in Canada, in the United States of America, Australia, bring you guys into the conversation, as regards sports, because now we're getting into the AFCON mood, It's the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Morocco will be hosting. It's the 35th edition, I think. So yeah, let me bring out this news bar so you guys, to give you an understanding of the AFCON, and what it's all about. You get to know the groups and, general details as regards the Africa Cup of Nations. Welcome on board. It's 16 days. It's now 6 days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. And I've been asking you guys questions lately. Can the Super Eagles win the AFCON after failing to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup that will be hosted in the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada? Can the Super Eagles sing the redemption song, say Nigerians were sorry for not qualifying for the World Cup, so take the AFCON? Can they do that? Don't forget, the last time Nigeria won the Africa Cup of Nations was in 2013 in South Africa. 2013. Can you believe it? The first time Nigeria won the Africa Cup of Nations was in 1980. The second time Nigeria won it was in 1994. The third time and the last time was in 2013. It's funny, guys, because when people jump, giants of Africa, Nigeria is respected in football. Nya, 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 nya. I say, wait a minute. How do we judge it? But anyway, that's the background story. And people feel it's a lot of pressure on the Super Eagles. That they have to go and play to win now and all of that. That's why I bring in leadership. And I've been bringing the NFF into the conversation lately, and people just don't understand why. But let me say welcome again. I see all of you joining. Welcome. Take hug. Shout out to my guys on TikTok. I see you guys, King Tifer. Thank you so much. Okechukwu Oyelude. Okechukwu, thank you so much for always joining. Thank you so much, guys. TikTok guys, don't forget, the only way we will not lose the live stream is when you do this, when you power tap. Yeah, when you power tap and keep it, busy. That's the only way we're going to stay active on the conversation. My guys on YouTube, thank you so much. I see you guys. My guys on Facebook, thank you so much. Yeah, I see you, Femi Oluwasegun, saying you're watching from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much. UK guys, you guys should be sleeping. Well, I appreciate you. Stay with me, roll with me, rock and roll with me tonight. Let's talk about the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's talk about the captain, William Troost-Ekong. After 83 games for Nigeria, you say, I'm not doing again. Yeah. I told you guys to work with me that when you stay with this channel, you get the exclusives. Remember, right from the protest, I'd already told you guys that William Troost-Ekong is done. I told you guys. You guys just don't know who you've got. Stay with Proudly Austin. I told you guys that it was done. I know my sources and what they told me. William Troost-Ekong led that protest. Told the NFF, you cannot continue with this nonsense. Stop doing this bullshitting leadership. Yeah, and I'm sure they must have said some things to him. The guy would have weighed it. Some people have said, it's wrong timing. Others are saying maybe because he has lost his first team shirts. This and that, that and that. Now the guy stood for the team. And you know Nigeria, you know the way we do, we are so vindictive, they will come for him. He knew. So it's done. I told you guys that time. You just don't listen to me. Anyway, that's the story. I'll talk about it. How did I tag this conversation? On TikTok, it's straightforward because of the space I've just talked about. Super Eagles 2025 AFCON. On YouTube, it is on YouTube and Facebook, 16 days to AFCON 2025. Super Eagles provisional list. Yes, we'll still talk about our provisional list. And Benin Republic joined list of teams in Africa that have released their squad for the tournament in Morocco. So the title on YouTube is 16 days to 2025 AFCON, Super Eagles provisional list, Troost-Ekong quits international football. Yeah, that's how much space they could give me, and I just had to use it. So our conversation will be tied around that. So welcome on board wherever you are in the world watching me once again. Tell me where you're watching me from. Henry, I see you. Say my guy is back. Thank you so much, Henry, for always rocking and rolling with me right here on this live stream. It's like you just wait for me. Where's Austin? Where's Austin? And then you jump on it. I greet you. I greet you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get into the mood. I'm trying to pump it up so that we'll have fun tonight. On Facebook, Femi, I see you. It says you're watching from the United Kingdom. So thank you, guys. Tell me where you're watching me from. I want to hear from 5 persons. On Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Tell me where you're watching me from. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Where you watching me from? King Tefe, where you watching me from? I see. There's a lot of persons just coming and going. Yeah, but I see you guys on YouTube. Tell me where you watching me from before we get really into the conversation. I see Wilson Oladi Obeyde on Facebook. You're watching. Thank you so much. Okay. Maybe you guys will get into it later. Where do we begin from? Let's begin this way. That emotional letter from William Troost-Ekong. If you're watching me on YouTube, I have the letter right there, but I'll just go bring it out and I'll just read it. So walk with me. William Troost-Ekong says, "Is done. Nigeria, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. It's time to say goodbye." And I've been asking a lot of persons, is it wrong timing? But hey, it is what it is. The man feels it's now that is the right time. So William Troost-Ekong, I quote, "Today I am announcing my retirement from international football." That's it. In 2015, so I'll be stopping and I'll be telling you stories as I'm reading William Troost-Ekong retirement letter. In 2015, a phone call from the late Stephen Keshi changed my life. Let me tell you that story. I said it to the guys that watched me on television. So let me tell my guys on social media. God rest his soul. God bless his soul, Coach Stephen Keshi. I remember back in the day, right after my morning show, the big boss would call me, "Still well done. I see what you're doing." Oh, particularly when I'm, pressing the neck of the NFF. At the time they were owing him and there was a lot of, disagreements here and there. And he would say, "Well done. I like how you're doing this, blah, blah, blah." So, but before that time, there was a day he called me and he said, "I want to bring your brother into the national team." Which of my brothers? So this one you like him, he's strong, but he did Netherlands. I said, the big boss, anything you cook, we'll eat it now. It's coming from you, Yeah, so that was the hint he gave me about William Troost-Ekong, 2015. And when he came, I remember a lot of persons criticized him. We're not so used to this innate guys thing as it was back in the day. So there were a lot of criticism there and there. But when he formed that partnership with Leon Balogun and that Weibo Wall thing came into place, William Troost-Ekong was good to go. Let's get back to his story. In 2015, a phone call from the list of Ikeshi changed my life, he said. A month later, the big boss gave me my debut. His belief in me ignited a desire to follow in his footsteps. Every single time I have put on that iconic shirt to walk out onto the pitch, I have thought back to that moment. Going on to captain the Super Eagles was beyond my wildest dream. Nigeria took me in and trusted me to lead and represent a nation of 230 plus million, from a boy born and raised in the Netherlands to the Oyibo world, and eventually Skipo is a privilege I will always hold close to my heart. It's William Troost-Ekong talking. To have achieved 83 senior caps, played in 5 major tournaments, won 3 medals, and broken a few records, I have lived my dream. A bronze medal at the Rio 2016 Olympics, followed by playing at the 2018 World Cup in Russia, and 3 incredible AFCON tournaments with a bronze and most recently silver medal will remain unforgettable. Being able to lead Nigeria through the 2023 AFCON, scoring in the final, and being named player of the tournament was something special. To this day, I still wish for a different ending. Becoming the highest scoring defender in AFCON history is an honor I share with every teammate who was a part of those moments. That tournament taught me what it truly means to be Nigerian. That in adversity, we come together, we hustle, we fight through the pain, and we rise. I'm at peace knowing that throughout all these milestones, I gave everything I had. Not just for myself, but to try to inspire the next generation the same way I was inspired by the legends I looked up to and had the privilege to fight shoulder to shoulder with. It has been fun to play alongside my Nigerian teammates, building something great together, watching them grow into leaders. Time has come to pass on the responsibility, to pass on the opportunity, and pass on the captaincy. As a custodian of an iconic shirt, I've always known it was only borrowed. Now it's the turn of the next generation to continue to write their own history, to write their own story. Born in the diaspora, I'm so proud to be part of the group that fully showed it's possible to come home to play and represent our nation. None of these would have been possible without the people around me. To every coach, members of staff, and most importantly, my teammates, past and present, who have been part of my international journey. Thank you. To the Nigerian fans, the heartbeat of Nigerian football, your support has carried me through every high and every challenge. I will stand with you as you stood with me. This isn't a final goodbye. My work within Nigerian communities continues, just as my love and passion for this team will never fade. The last decade has been filled with commitment, pride, and unforgettable moments, memories. Wearing the Super Eagles shirt has been more than playing football. It has been a duty, a privilege, and an honor. William Troost-Ekong, MON. You have to put that in. Very, very important, just in case you don't know. So that's the letter from William Troost-Ekong, announcing his retirement from international football at the age of 32. It's just 32. So you've heard from William Troost-Ekong. That was his letter. What do you guys think? Is it a wrong time for William Troost-Ekong to be retiring from the national team? Or you see a bit of political shenanigans? Particularly because of that protest that happened just before that playoff match against Gabon in Rabat, Morocco. What do you make of it, guys? I want to hear from you. What do you make of William Troost-Ekong retiring from international football at this stage? Made 83 appearances for Nigeria, scored 8 goals. And he's been getting loads of appreciation. That's from the Super Eagles, from the NFF, saying happy retirement, Captain Fantastic. I know I saw the Confederation of African Football also saying well done to him. Let me try to get that out. But I want to hear from you, particularly fans of William Troost-Ekong. Do you think this is the wrong time ever? You think William Troost-Ekong would have just chilled, give us 1 or 2 more years? I know there are some of you guys too who were really champing at the bit that it is done, he should leave. I know those people. Now those ones, they will be happy that William Troost-Ekong has called it quits. But I want to talk to those ones who feel that William Troost-Ekong still had something to give to the team. You know, I think it could have still gone 2 years. Because with defenders, you know, as they grow older, you know, their game even improves, you know. Yeah, but I understand that some people felt his time in the team was up, and with the coming of Benjamin Fredericks, some were like, okay, that is it. Goodbye, we don't want to see you again. Yeah, Mr. Calamity, you know, and all of those talks that the fans always do. But I want to talk to people who put a bit of reasoning into it. William Troost-Ekong retiring now from international football. Is it good for Nigeria? Were you expecting it? Do you think that William Troost-Ekong still had something to give? Are you part of those saying, why is he doing it now? I just want to know, because don't forget his name was also included in that 54-man list. So are they trying to tell me that they did not know that it was done and dusted? So what was the whole point of the 54-man list? And well, it all comes back to what I always say about the NFF and everything that is just all over the place, you know, because this is laughable. Like you invited someone part of preliminary list for the AFCON. Next thing we're hearing that he's retired 2 days after the list was out. Just tells you that the planning and organizing, zero. Guys, when I say these things, people come for me, I'll say, oh, you're just tackling these people, you're just this, you're just that. And I said, no. These guys aren't big on planning, and that's why our football is struggling. So there you have it. Let me read some comments on TikTok. Dr. Freeze, wrong timing. I was expecting this after the tournament, AFCON. Yeah, but he says it's done. And the body language was clearly written right after that playoff protest. His leadership would have done a lot even if he isn't starting games at this year's AFCON. I totally agree. And the guy is a fantastic leader. That one, nobody can contest it. William Troost-Ekong, his media delights, brings calm, very explanatory, is a good analyst, reads the game, understands it so well, and knows how to pump up media conversations. TikTok guys, let's get the screen busy. Let's go. Dr. Freeze's leadership, yeah, I took that one. King Tife, I'm saying that's the legendary. What's the contribution Okocha can bring in? It will be just like politician. You need to say that again, Tife. It's your language structure is a bit all over the place. I'm not getting what you're trying to say. You need to bring that. You need to send that message again. I'm saying ask the legendary. Okay. Filtered to topic experience. Just in case you're joining me, I'm continuing the countdown to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. It's now 16 days to go. 16 more days to go to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. As I said earlier, it's going to be the 35th edition. It's going to be hosted by Morocco, and teams are ready to compete. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see I'm scrolling the list so you get to know the different groups, and the countries that will be participating. I'm also taking a look at the Super Eagles and their readiness for the AFCON. The big question is, can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? And then the captain of the side announced his retirement from international football today. And I'm saying, let's get into that conversation. Is it wrong timing? Do you see a bit of politics into it? Do you think William Troost-Ekong could have given 1 or 2, more years to the Super Eagles? Do you think his services will be missed? Let's also put that conversation into it. But all the same, we are still talking about the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Let's get into my people on YouTube. What are you guys talking about? We'll soon listen to William Troost-Ekong. He posted something on X. I picked that up and I'm going to play it for you guys. But Henry, I see you. Thanks so much. He was a true general. He needed to do it before they rubbish him. I agree. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to tell persons. That I said it on my live TV show. Particularly with what my sources told me. After he did what he did, he took the permission from his club to say, I'm going to be around for the AFCON. I'm not going anywhere. Dr. Freeze, though he has poor performance towards the end of the World Cup qualifiers. Everybody have that. Everybody has perfect run throughout. But I strongly feel William Troost-Ekong had something to give. And particularly when we play the penalties against the Congo, Coach Eric Chelle had no reason not to have brought William Troost-Ekong in. Even if he's just come and kick penalties, you can tell from there that the man was already under orders. There's nothing anybody would tell me. I'm too Nigerian to not understand some certain things. There was no reason Troost-Ekong, when he was making those changes and bringing people, we are going towards penalty. Let's bring this guy now. The coach looked away. Then I knew that, yes, they're already clapping back. But hey, William Troost-Ekong should be proud. You read his letter, you listened to him. His letter he said it all. That was a man of fulfillment, and this is how to bow out. I totally agree. Bow out when the ovation is loud. He was the last player of the tournament at the AFCON, highest scoring defender at the AFCON. The man has done well. I think 5 major tournaments, 3 trophies. He has done well. Should be proud of himself. 82 caps, 8 goals, defender. He has done well. So well done, William Troost-Ekong. Take a bow. Well done. Best wishes with your club football. That's where he will focus now. And then hopefully he will keep giving us reasons to still talk about him. But with Nigerian football, the man is done. It's done and dusted. So tell me what you think. William Troost-Ekong, after playing 83 matches for Nigeria, says he's done. Made his debut in 2015. He was invited by the late coach Stephen Keshi, and I think he went on to give us memories. Thank you, William Troost-Ekong. So that's it. Henry, perfect timing and a very good boldness, full of respect. I'm sure you offended somebody. I'm so sure of that one. Not anybody will tell me. Bishop Joseph, I think he would have done so after the AFCON. He's a good leader. Yeah, but you have to stay where you are wanted. Very, very important in life. Yeah, he must have checked it wasn't comfortable for him. Particularly after what he did. Man was very adamant. He stood his ground. He said, no, that the team will not train. NFF, you guys are a bunch of clueless leaders. Stop messing around. He needed to prove a point. And look, there's a level you would have reached in life. There are things you would have achieved. You just can't take nonsense. Nah, there won't be room for it. You won't just be able to tolerate it, So it was done. He would have looked at it and said, what else? What else is there to give? He knows that, again, Nigeria didn't qualify for World Cup. Maybe with the preparation that other countries have gotten, he knows that probably he won't do anything at the AFCON. So what was he chasing? What was the need for him? Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, it's a constant reminder, if you're watching me on YouTube, please like the video, share it if you like, if you can. If you have someone who loves to talk about African football, because it's not just Nigeria, by extension. Also, if I have got other African persons join this live stream, we'll talk about Africa. I told you yesterday, Egypt, they have released their final squad list for the AFCON. Angola, they've done the same. South Africa, they've done the same. DR Congo, they've released. And today, Benin Republic released their final list for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, Walk with me. Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 AFCON? TikTok, tell me. Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 AFCON? YouTube, tell me with what you know, with what you've seen, with the players the country can boast of. Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 AFCON? Facebook, tell me. I just want to know. Because that is what the NFF will definitely sell as a target to Coach Eric Chelle. Go and win the 2025 AFCON. It's not going to be easy. I know that for sure because there are countries that are doing so well. So today, I will break down the groups once again. But before I get into the AFCON, let's wrap up William Troost-Ekong. He has retired from international football after giving arguably everything to Nigeria. I saw this video on his X account and I thought I was going to show it to you guys. Watch.
Today, I'm announcing my retirement from international football. In 2015, a phone call from the late Stephen Keshi changed my life. A month later, the big boss gave me my debut. His belief in me ignited a desire to follow in his footsteps. Every single time I've put on the iconic shirt to walk out onto the pitch, I've thought back to that exact moment. Going on to captain the Super Eagles was beyond my wildest dreams. Nigeria took me in and trusted me to lead and represent a nation of 230+ million. From a boy born and raised in the Netherlands to the Oyibo Wall and eventually Schiphol is a privilege I will always hold close to my heart. To have achieved 83 senior caps, played in 5 major tournaments, won 3 medals, and broken a few records, I have really lived my dream. A bronze medal at the Rio 2016 Olympics, followed by playing at the 2018 World Cup in Russia, and 3 incredible AFCON tournaments, with a bronze and most recently a silver medal, will remain unforgettable. Being able to lead Nigeria through the 2023 AFCON, scoring in the final, and being named player of the tournament was something so special. To this day, I still wish for a different ending. Becoming the highest scoring defender in AFCON history is an honor I share with every teammate who was part of those moments. I'm at peace knowing that throughout all these milestones, I gave everything I had, not just for myself, but to try and inspire the next generation the same way I was inspired by the legends I looked up to and had the pleasure to fight shoulder to shoulder with. It has been so much fun to play alongside my Nigerian teammates. Watching them grow into leaders, time has come to pass on the responsibility, to pass on the opportunity, and to pass on the captaincy. I'm so proud to be part of a group that fully showed it's possible to come home, to play and represent our beloved nation. None of this would have been possible without the people around me. To every coach, member of staff, and most importantly, my teammates and now brothers, past and present, who have been part of my international journey, thank you. To the Nigerian fans, the heartbeat of Nigerian football, your support has carried me through every high and every challenge. This isn't a final goodbye. My work within Nigerian communities continues, just as my love and passion for the team will never fade. The last decade has been filled with commitment, pride, and unforgettable memories. Wearing the Super Eagles shirt has been more than playing football. It has been a duty, a privilege, and an honor.
That's right. That's William Troost-Ekong. They said goodbye to football in Nigeria. That was a bit emotional, right? We'll miss him, guys. You see, that's one thing about life. Those of you who are saying, oh, it's done, there's nothing you can give and all of that. You'll find out now that there are some games that we'll play now. You'll say, oh, I wish William Troost-Ekong was there. He would have taken this penalty. He would have gone up to take this header. And I think he didn't do badly, I really think he had a good career with the Super Eagles, just like yesterday. I remember so well. I was right there at the stadium in Kaduna when he made his debut. 2015. Where did the years go? Gracious goodness, this is 2025. Almost done. Guys, please, let's make use of life properly. The way time disappears, you never just know. When you have a chance, take it. When you get an opportunity to make an impact, use it. Because time lost can never be gotten again. That's the story of William Troost-Ekong. But for the backstory, I know a lot of you guys will be wondering what really happened. Why is William Troost-Ekong quitting now at 32? And no defenders can go up to even 40, and as they grow older, their skills, get sharpened. But what happened with the Nigeria Football Federation, that protest in Rabat, Morocco during the playoff, that's the backstory. I know for sure that it was William Troost-Ekong that gathered his teammates and said, we cannot keep taking this BS from the Nigeria Football Federation. They keep making promises and they fail. So we're not going to do that training. No, we will not. We protest. We're going on a strike. Yeah, and I'm sure somebody in the NFF wouldn't have liked that. And I know they will fight back. So the guy knows things that he has heard. He knows things that they've said to him. It's okay. Thank you for accepting this Oyibo. Time to go back to where I can get some respect. Yeah. But the good thing is, some of you guys think it is done for William Troost-Ekong. So no problems. Let's get into the conversation. Let's talk Super Eagles now. So guys, this is where I want you to tell me, can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? Be Clef on TikTok says Morocco is winning it. I see. Agatfi say yes, they are the Super Eagles. TikTok, thank you. YouTube, can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? Facebook, tell me, can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? You tell me yes, tell me why. Is it because of the team? Is it because of the quality of Coach Eric Chelle? Is it because of the leadership qualities of the Nigeria Football Federation? Or you think that the gods, the universe, the faith, the heavens, whatever you think can just favor them? Is it going to be luck, favor? Just tell me why. We're going somewhere with that conversation. King Tife, wrong timing. Ekong is a good leader. But why don't we see Musa in the squad anymore? Where will Musa play? Look at that competitive squad. Where will Musa play? Let's be sincere. Where will he play? He barely even plays for Kano Pillars these days. I think he's even injured. And he's also the general manager of the team. So this is the senior men's national team of Nigeria. This is the premium Super Eagles. It's competitive in any way you want to explain, spell, or define competitive. So you have to be top notch. This is a team that we are crying why Raphael Onyedika is not playing. So yeah, people must definitely, when you get into the team, you must justify your place in it. And that is why I was not having it with a 54-man list. For what? Why are you distracting yourself? Why are you calling on just unfair criticism? People will come at you. Nigeria's football is not shining. And instead of you to tell us right away that boom, 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 this is my team, we understand the mission, we are getting ready, we're doing the conditioning now, we'll work on mental strength, we'll work on our blending together. You're now telling us 54-man list, 16 days to go to the AFCON, we don't know the team that will represent Nigeria. Are we not joking? Are we not joking? 16 days to a major tournament that you think that you can win because you got so close the last time. And 16 days to the tournament, the players don't know who they are going to be with. Why? What is going on? Yeah. Once again, shout out to everyone joining. YouTube particularly, don't forget when you get in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know me already. Just in case you don't know me, I'm proudly Austin. I've been doing this broadcasting job professionally since 2008. So I've been here, done that with mainstream media. So when I talk, you know it's an authoritative source. You don't need to tell me. I know that I'm an engaging presenter. So when you're with me, it's going to be fun. There's never a dull moment. So welcome if you're just discovering my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. That's so much more. It's just in case you go into my channel and you don't see something that is sports or entertainment. Don't get into culture shock. That's just me expressing my other side, because with my training, I can touch basically everything in life and give it a meaning, a good meaning, one that has positive impact actually. So yeah, so welcome, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications. And if you're watching this video, like it, share it. Same thing on TikTok, please. Like it, share it. Like the channel, TikTok, because I don't want to lose you guys today. I almost lost you guys last night. I don't want to lose you guys. So when you get in, please like the channel, get busy, and let's talk about what's going on in our world of sports. Yeah, that's my bias. So you get to see more sports content on my YouTube channel, on TikTok, and of course on Facebook. So if you've been engaging with my content, you can see that video that I did. I'm going to bring up the link again. I did yesterday. TikTok, guys, I'm sure you've been seeing. I've been cutting it into bits and pieces just so it's not so long, because the video is about 28 minutes long. So on TikTok, I've been cutting it 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And I've been saying part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Go and watch those videos. You will have a background understanding of what I was doing, calling out the Nigerian Football Federation. I called it Nigeria's Football Troubles, Clueless NFF to lead Super Eagles' hopes of winning 2025 AFCON. So I'm saying, with everything that we went through during the World Cup qualifiers, it is still the same NFF that will lead our AFCON campaign. So I said to myself, is this dead on arrival mission already? Because this is those same people. You know what I'm saying? And everything that rises and falls on leadership. So that's the conversation. Thank you, Dynamic. Thanks so much, Damni, for getting in. Thank you. I see you. Guys, please get this page busy so we don't lose it, particularly TikTok. So I was talking about the NFF. I just dropped the video on YouTube. For my guys, I just dropped the link so you can watch it. That was me just giving a background. I was explaining why the gods are not to blame for what has happened to Nigeria, missing out of 2 World Cups consecutively. It's tough. Curacao is going to the World Cup. Cape Verde is going to the World Cup. Nigeria will not be at the World Cup. Ouch. It's tough. So I wanted to understand what happened. Why did we take our eyes off the ball? Why did the Nigeria Football Federation not do the bare minimum? Why did they not give the players what they wanted, particularly after they did what they did against Benin Republic? You get them. Oh, that allowance, we are going to pay you next week. If you're not paying, it's not explained. Speak to them, communicate. The gods did everything to help Nigeria. Burkina Faso, they are still crying. Now, why did FIFA do this to us? You mean Nigeria that could not beat Lesotho in their group, that could not beat Zimbabwe in their group? You still pick that kind of team to go to the playoff? How was the gods working for us, my people? NFF said no. So watch that video. TikTok, guys, watch that video. Facebook, same thing. I've been cutting that video so we get to understand. And a lot of persons have come to me to say, Austin, you called NFF stupid. You called NFF senseless. You called it. I said, go and watch the complete video. You understand what I was saying. And wasn't it senseless leadership? Can you have that chance, that opportunity, and you let it go? Your only opportunity to smash the back door, into the World Cup. Only opportunity. Say, yes, Nigeria, we are here. Ghana, you thought we won't come see us. They ruined it. There's something about momentum. There's something about readiness. There's something about building confidence You get into a black tie party with jeans and t-shirt, and you get in there like you are the main celebrant because you know your swag is your swag. How did we fail to build confidence on the playoff? So we lost that, and now we're here. And I'm hearing people say, "Oh, Nigeria can win the AFCON." Which leadership? The same NFF leadership? The same leadership that didn't know what it means to take care of a team that needed to be prepared, pampered, to go and get a World Cup ticket? Is it that team that will now beat Egypt, that will beat Senegal, beat Morocco? Even some of the underdogs, it will be difficult. Yeah. Okay, we failed with that. And now we are saying that let us get into the AFCON proper. Give us a team. Problem. We didn't get no team until 2 days ago. 54-man provisional list. That is it right there. 54. 54. In Nigeria, we're treating Super Eagles like the Gomode High School football team. Everybody come, if you know you want to play for the school, come, so that we'll do screening and we'll choose. At a crucial time like this. That's why I'm having this conversation. What are we doing? Do we ever learn? Can Nigeria be having preliminary lists? Preliminary lists. The team beats me. Not even 30, 54. Call 30, put some on standby. Say this is your main team. Let everybody know. Let us understand what we're doing. It's a shame. That's why I want you to sincerely tell me, can Nigeria win the 2025 African Cup of Nations? Whenever you want to answer that question, tell me and be sincere with me. So that's the preliminary list. I vowed never to read the names of those players, but hey, some of the guys that you really want in the team, their names are there. When they make the final list, I'll say, we'll break it down. I'll bring Shola. Shola will see how we can talk about the strength of the team. Till they know what they are doing with themselves, let's all of us keep watching. So yeah, it's for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. You see right there once again, I've told you that Morocco will be hosting. This is the 35th edition. It's going to be massive. Countries are ready. So let me show you the groups. It's been scrolling, but let me just let you see it officially. So that's the group for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. In Group A, there's Morocco, the host. There's Mali. There's Zambia, and there's Comoros. Comoros is my underdog team. I like that team so well. I think they've seen what football can do to them as a country. Small country also, but I think in Cameroon, they really got us talking. I was at that AFCON in 2021, but I missed the one in Cote d'Ivoire. I've told you guys I'll be in Morocco, so I'll be traveling to Morocco on the 21st. Nigeria's first group match is on the 23rd. So I'll be in Morocco bringing you the behind the scenes, exclusives, interviews. This is why you shouldn't lose me. Subscribe to the channel. I will be getting in there for you guys. In Group B, there's Egypt, there's South Africa, there's Angola, and Zimbabwe. Wonder Zimbabwe and South Africa again. That rivalry is made in heaven, and they always meet themselves. In Group C, Nigeria Super Eagles, Tunisia, the Cranes of Uganda, and Tanzania. Uganda is my second underdog team. That team, solid, to get people talking. Solid. And that's why Nigeria must not play with this AFCON. This AFCON will produce shockers. It will produce shockers. This AFCON will prove to us that there are no longer small teams in Africa. Watch. This AFCON, you'll see. You'll see football. We'll all be shocked. We'll come and talk about it. Thanks so much, King Tife, for liking the live. You are the one who is keeping the page going. I appreciate, guys. As you get on TikTok, don't forget to like the live. Share it. Let's keep the conversation going. In Group D, there's the Teranga Lions of Senegal. There's DR Congo. And there is Benin Republic, the Cheetahs of Benin Republic, and Botswana. That's a very tricky group. Very, very tricky group. In Group E, there's Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. And in Group F, there's Cote d'Ivoire, the defending champions. There's Cameroon, Indomitable Lions. There is the Panthers of Gabon, and there is Mozambique. So there you have it. The teams for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. "24 teams. The best of Africa football." Where do you think this one is going? Easily, a lot of people have been saying Morocco. But I think they will be under so much pressure and they will make mistakes. West Africa. Can West Africa do something at this AFCON? We'll see. But that's it. I needed to show you guys. That's the final draw at the groups. If you're watching on YouTube, I kept it there to keep rolling so you guys can see it and understand what's going on with the AFCON. Yeah, let me take that off of the studio. I told you teams have already, completed their squad list and they are ready. There was a letter from FIFA that I wanted to read. I'll do that tomorrow. I missed that letter, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So FIFA just say when they are allowed to release players for the AFCON. Give me a minute. I was going to mention it tomorrow, but I can as well just say it now. Then tomorrow I'll put it on the screen for you guys to have a look again. 16 more days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. So FIFA wrote a letter to the member associations for the Africa Cup of Nations. So CAF Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 mandatory release and inclusion in the men's international match calendar. So FIFA, every time we have the AFCON, there's this club and country row. You see some clubs want to hold on to players, so we can't go anywhere. See Manchester United, they've been talking, Mbeumo is important to them. Mbeumo plays for Cameroon, leaving to go and represent Cameroon. So every AFCON year, we have this thing. So FIFA has now sent a letter to all the clubs saying, when determining the date of the 2025 edition of Africa Cup of Nations taking place in Morocco, the Confederation of African Football, in the spirit of solidarity, decided to adjust the normal timing of the tournament from its historical January to February slot in an effort to minimize the conflict with the new scheduling of continental club competitions. So now you have an understanding why CAF tried to move from January to February slot to us having it now in December. It's because of the clash it used to have with the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confederations Cup, and all. In particularly, the CAF Executive Committee decided that the CAF AFCON 2025 will take place from 21st December 2025 to 18th January 2026 in order to avoid any conflicts with the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Europa League. They also consider that. Okay, work with me. Against this background, following extensive consultations with CAF and European football clubs, and in order to reduce the impact on various stakeholders and to facilitate planning, and in the case of clubs, squad management, on 29th November 2025, the Bureau of the Council, hearing after the Bureau, took the following decision. So what is the decision that FIFA took? By exceptional application of the same principle used for the FIFA World Cup 2022, the Bureau decided to reduce by 7 days, the mandatory release period for the CAF Africa Cup of Nations 2025, so that it instead starts on Monday 15th December. So from Monday 15th December, players can start leaving their club sites. You see why I'm saying that all this nonsense 54-man list is just rubbish. because you won't even have your players in good time for them to even prepare. However, it was also determined that member associations participating in the CAF AFCON 2025 and clubs releasing players who would be playing in continental competitions during the release period be encouraged to hold bilateral discussions in good faith to find appropriate individual solutions. In cases where there continues to be a dispute over the release of players, subsequent to such bilateral discussions, FIFA will, in mediating between both parties, apply guidelines that take into the account the circumstances of each case, including factors related to the timing of matches. Basically, what FIFA is trying to say is they know that some clubs will still hold on to players. And look, I can't blame these clubs. And at the same time, I cannot blame CAF. CAF is trying to find level ground for business, for commercializing the Africa Cup of Nations. But it's just going to be tough because this is the first time we're going to have Christmas and New Year playing AFCON. So that in itself is new to CAF. So I just hope that this AFCON will actually live up to expectations. But the club and country row is the one that I really like that FIFA is explaining. So clubs, you now know from the 15th, start releasing players. You don't want to release them, you speak to their country, let them understand that, okay, if they are not coming 15, they will come 18, they will come 20. That kind of Galatasaray now want to go and hold Victor Osimhen till 23rd that we have match. So these are the issues. So we just hope that we don't get to see the club and country row as we used to see it in the past. Let me read some messages because I want to just do 1 hour today and then we'll come back tomorrow to have some more conversation. Henry, now and if Victor goes becomes the captain, you would see Super Eagles player play with some more passion. Victor would push his boys for cups much more. Look, leadership is dynamic. It might not turn the other way. You might not like Victor Osimhen's leadership style. Now come and be troubled. So he needs to get in there and find a way to also get, if they make him the captain, get the players to like him and, they grow from there. Bishop Joseph, I'm watching from South Florida in the United States of America. Thank you so much. In Mecca, thank you for joining. Ekong, the true leader, legend, warrior. To drop off before the war, AFCON is not the best way. It would have been better to step aside after the AFCON in less than 3 weeks. Happens. Nameka's drop-off now is politically motivated. A diaspora player would do the same if they see that the system is not really working. It's not really working out, but the local player raised locally would not step aside this way. I totally agree. Even if not used, e.g. Musa, Omero, Balogun, etc., they are not playing, but they are still there at the national team. I wish Ekong the best of luck in his football league career, a true captain indeed. Thank you so much. I wish I could send that to Ekong so he will see. I will see if I can copy it. I'll send it to him as a message. Bishop Joseph, they said it was Ekong who asked the boys to demand for their accumulated bonuses, and he stepped on many toes because this is money of, the NFF had stolen already. I totally agree. I said it. If you're not new to my channel, I said it during the playoff brouhaha that Ekong was the one who stood firm, said no, give us our money. You cannot be playing with us. Our money is our money. So yeah, I think that's part of what affected him. Thank you for that comment. Nemeka, I think he would get to the quarterfinal. We would get to the quarterfinal. I don't see the high spirit morale to win the AFCON. The NFF system is not helping them in this regard. I totally agree. Nemeka went on again. We would still have a drama before the end of the group stages as to players' payments, incentives, etc. The morale would be somehow sluggish considering Ekong's exit at the dying minute before the AFCON. Yeah, because some people will not really, like it. Albaka, nobody cares of the Super Eagles anymore because of NFF's failure. Unfortunately, you are correct. Nameka Austin can give us a case study of his NFF correcting their mistakes, errors, negligences, not following the proper due diligence from the past. Never. NFF, they never learn. Albaka, this team can't do anything. Their spirit is down. And I'm not expecting much from the Eagles. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Nameka, look at the under 15, under 17, under 20, and senior team performances. A total failure in all these categories this year. Terrible this year. What happened to the giants of African football? Nigeria. No more giants, my brother. Not giants by mouth. You need to show workings. Austin, you see, whenever one is not interested in anything whatsoever, they are careless of anything, even if criticisms. It doesn't matter or bother them. Do you see a trend in this NFF team? Brother, you are preaching. I feel you. Well done. Thank you. Bishop Joseph, going by the World Cup qualifiers experience, I would say Super Eagles are the underdog on this Group C of the AFCON. But Super Eagles could prove me wrong. Yeah, Super Eagles are underdog. I understand. Failure to these people are normal. Look at all the levels of our football this year, from youth to senior tournament, is a total failure in all categories. Einstein theory, clueless politicians. Ouch. But the truth hurts, my brother. I totally agree with you. So who wants to join me? Let me talk to about 2-3 persons. I'm going to be dropping the link now. Get on it. If you want to get on it, if you're watching me on Facebook, come on YouTube. I'd like to, talk to you. If you're watching me on TikTok, come on YouTube. I've just released the link. I've opened the studio. Now is your moment. Come tell me what you think. 16 days to the Africa Cup of Nations. Can the Super Eagles win the AFCON? What do you think about William Troost-Ekong retiring from international football when Nigeria is going on a crucial AFCON mission? Let's talk about it. If you're up for it, I'm here. I want to talk to you before I go. I wanted to do this one under an hour, but I'll talk to 2 or 3 persons. TikTok, if you want to be part of the show, jump into YouTube and click on the link right there in the comment section. I just dropped it. Click on the link, get into the conversation. On YouTube, I'm Proudly Austin. So in case you just want to join, get on, click on that link. I say, Austin, I'm here. I want to talk to you, to bring you into the studio. And then I'll see you, and then I'll bring you in. So once again, that's the list, the provisional list released by Coach Eric Chelle for Nigeria's AFCON campaign. So we're still waiting for the final, I think it's 26 or 27 man list that will represent Nigeria. But at the moment, he has called up 54, which for me it will never ever make sense. Why at this stage you are calling 54 players to the Super Eagles? So I'm just going to give you 5 more minutes. If nobody joins, I'm going to end the live stream. I'm just trying to see the list for Benin Republic. That's it right there. Benin Republic, they released their list today. I showed you that of South Africa and the other guys yesterday. So that's Benin Republic. It's the full list. For the AFCON, Coach Geno Trust team, the Cheetahs, they're getting ready. They were unfortunate not to come out of that World Cup qualifying group that South Africa and Nigeria, but they gave a good account of themselves, And that's why I said what I said, that this AFCON, don't come here and come and think that one team is small. Nah, with what Benin Republic showed, you see them as a small team, you see them as a team that will come to the AFCON and they'll be pushed over. Nah, I don't see that. It's not going to happen. Not this AFCON. Because I said this AFCON will shock a lot of people. I think it's a joke. Shock people. This AFCON. Yeah, just in case you want to be part of it, I'll drop the link. I'm just waiting to see if there's anybody who's just going to come and just say a thing or two about Troost-Ekong's retirement, Super Eagles, and their quest to win the Africa Cup of Nations. I know Henry is waiting. Okay, Henry, I'll wait for you. 2 more minutes. I'll wait. But yeah, I have about 10 more minutes to be here. And then I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much to everyone that has joined the live stream. I appreciate you. We're counting down to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Can the Super Eagles win it? At the end of the day, on the final day, the 18th of January, can the Super Eagles lift this trophy? That's the ultimate prize right there. That's the AFCON trophy. Can the Super Eagles lift this trophy on the 18th of January 2026? That's the question that I've been asking. I just want to know, after all said and done, are you still confident that Nigeria can, just go and shock us? Yes, even if the NFF, they are rubbish, because it was not the same NFF, and we made it to the final the last time. But you see, when it is not by design, when it's wuru to the answer, when it is fire brigade approach, that's when you get what you're getting. But you see, when you win by design, by purposeful planning, long-term planning, coordination, deliberate planning, it will become a system. It will take structure. So we got to the final. But it was because, it just happened football. Enter. Oh, we are in the final. Cote d'Ivoire beat us. A team that made it to the final, how come they cannot qualify for the World Cup? In a group that had Lesotho, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, Benin Republic, South Africa. You made the final of the AFCON. That same year that the World Cup qualifier started. A team that made it to the final of the AFCON was playing Lesotho in Uyo, and it ended 1-1. That tells the story, bro. That is the story. That is why we must be deliberate with things we are doing. It must be by design so that you follow the specifications, For those of you who understand project management, agile methodology, make it flexible. You can make changes. The live document, it's going this way. You adjust to get it there. It's flexible. There must be a method towards doing something. You just don't do it anyhow. That's it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't learn. That's the painful thing. So these things will keep happening and happening over and over again. Unfortunately. So that's the AFCON trophy. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Cote d'Ivoire, they won the last one. And that's what I'm asking. Can the Super Eagles win it this time around? Coach Eric Chelle, I have said it. I said it on my TV show last night. I said, Coach Eric Chelle, you have to be in charge of your team. You have to be in control. You cannot let the NFF control you. You cannot let them push you. Because if you fail, it is you people will come for. The NFF, they have their office, they'll still be there. In fact, the NFF will even use you to shine. They'll tell you, go away, we don't even want you. So, Coach Eric Chelle, if you don't want the story to become a dino. So when I saw this picture with his hands covering his face, if you don't want it to be a bad miss, if you don't want to regret it, Eric Chelle, be in control of your team. That's what I'll tell him when I see him in Morocco. Coach, be in charge of your team. Yeah. Very, very important. Let me bring my man, Henry. Always a delight to have you around. My brother, good to have you. Sporty greetings.
Yeah, good. I greet you all.
I greet you. I greet you. Welcome.
So, we are talking about us winning the cup, right?
Yeah, I'm asking. Can Super Eagles win the AFCON?
Yes, we can. We can. Only if everything is done the right way, we can. And I honestly respect Akon for bowing out now
Mm,
because if he hadn't done it, I'm telling you, the NFF will want to make a rubbish of him because of what happened.
mm,
So it's the best time for him to have. He's a smart guy. He's a real general, a true general. So I'm so happy he had left them to their problem, and the boys will be happy. Now it's just left for them to choose a leader who they will love like him because they all loved him. Who they will love like him and they, who will motivate them as well. Akon was a motivator, but not a strong motivator. He
mm,
wasn't like the big boss, testing
mm,
himself. Uh-huh.
mm.
So I pray if Osime gets there, he would be able to motivate the younger ones to play for him or to play for each other.
So
Because
your right candidate to replace Ekong should be Osimhen.
Osime, that's the only
That
person.
put him under too much pressure.
Yeah, it would. It would, quite all right, but it will help the other teammates. It will help the other teammates to be more committed to national duties, to know that they're not there to come and watch TikTok or do YouTube while they're in camp. There is business time. So that's what I feel. That's what I really feel.
Okay, because Osimhen plays with so much passion.
Yeah, so much passion. Yeah. So if we can get like 3, 4 players like that,
But
that
see, the problem with those type of players now is the pressure might now get to them when they are the ones leading. They want to overdo things. They might now be prone to injuries.
one,
Uh,
one,
his
one,
emotions might get ahead of him. He will go and overdo things.
red card.
Uh, so that's why sometimes I just like defenders being captains. Why do you think most countries is either a defender or a goalkeeper? Because they read the game, they see everything.
From the back. Yeah, that's true.
So that leadership thing that you can coordinate.
Mm.
But yeah, I agree. If you check it, how many strikers are really
I really, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Osimhen himself might not even want it. That's the funny thing.
yeah,
He
yeah.
might not even want it.
You know why some clubs don't even like giving strikers? It even
Mm.
gets to the point they don't even like how their captain has treated them. Those players will not pass to you.
That's true. That's true.
So,
You can imagine if Osimhen was the skipper for Galatasaray and he's going for Nations Cup, it would have been a disaster for them, man.
yeah, yeah,
It would have been a disaster for them.
yeah. So
So
Peter Akerodolu is saying Victor Osimhen is a no-no. It can't be a
no,
good
no.
leader. You see,
Why do you think?
I admire his passion. You see, there's something about you being so passionate. You think that you are the one doing everything. Why is this person not doing it the way you are doing it? Blah, blah, blah. So leadership is a different ball game entirely. So I get
Yeah,
where Peter is coming from.
very true. Very true. Very
But you
true.
never know, he might just take it and then that might just be what will help him grow as a player too.
So apart from Victor, Didi, who again can lead that team?
In Wilfred Ndidi has been standing in as assistant.
What's
So
his
they might
name?
give Wilfred Ndidi. Alex Iwobi is the highest capped player, and Alex Iwobi be the captain.
But
And
if Iwobi doesn't have that charisma.
exactly.
Iwobi is a complete butter. Sorry,
Yeah. So yeah, Iwobi,
he's a complete butter. He can't. They can't fear him. I would prefer a Stanley Wambali.
no, yeah, but he's still a new member in the team we have.
That's long for.
Wilfred Ndidi or Moses Simon?
Simon should bow out. What is this thing doing there? He should bow. What is this thing doing? He
But
should
why
bow
are
out.
Nigerians? Why are you guys so forgetful? Simon should bow out. This same you was praising him because of those fantastic runs against Benin Republic.
I respect him. I doff my hat. But no, what I'm saying, age is telling on him. He knows. He knows. You know, I can count like 4 or 5 players in that team that can't play full 90 minutes anymore. Even our Victor Osimhen, if you want to keep him throughout the competition without injury, he should not play full 90 minutes. Yes. Let him play 70 minutes. Take him out. Even whether you get a goal or you don't get a goal, just take him out and bring it.
But Simon is still running well. Simon is giving you guys assists. Simon is still the best dribbler in that team. Till tomorrow.
I agree.
So why are you saying that his time is up? That's my
We can always look for a younger player. We can always look for a younger player. Let's get a younger player.
So now look for Tolu Arokodare. Tolu come now and say he no sabi play. We don't want him.
Not the say Tolu no sabi play. Tolu and Osimhen are like pinpoint strikers. They don't coordinate. Look at Akpo plays like Siasa with Yekini.
Yeah, I agree. He proved himself. That one.
He proved himself. So that's what I'm saying. So Tolu cannot. He can't play that role. He's like a Yekini as well. You understand? He needs somebody that can partner with him. He doesn't have it. And he cannot partner with Osimhen. And it is high time we stop depending on Osimhen alone. We need those scorers.
Akko Adams can score goals, and you guys are calling him.
Yeah,
they've called Philip Otele now. Philip Otele now they've called him. Let's see.
They called him for exhibition for 54 man list. 54 man list. Go for me.
They might pick 3 or 4 new players and take to the AFCON.
Okay, we hope so. Yeah, at least with Benedict absence and AFCON withdrawal. Yeah, he will get a chance.
Those are defenders. We must have a Victor Osimhen like kind of player.
Kind of person, yeah.
Karen Murphy, if he's playing good football. But with the Super Eagles, he has not really shown player. Tolu Arokodare, he has shown us more energy when he came in and in friendly against Russia. When real football now came, we don't see again. So that's football for you.
And this guy doing well in Turkey. What's his name? He cannot partner. He's a one-man army, so he can't.
It's tough. That's football.
And this Nations Cup is going to be the real World Cup. It's going to be the real World Cup because it's going to be tough.
It will be, but
it's going to be tough.
Bro, it's not World Cup. This is just
that's what you will see what I'm talking about. It's going to be tough.
I know.
And interesting. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I agree. So yeah, Peter saying you said it all. Austin leadership is a different ball game, and
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, thank God you agree with me. America said Ndidi showed a very poor leadership at the last game against DRC. If your captain cannot step up and lead the team to the penalty kicks, what are we saying here? They should put a captain. So it's only captain who can play penalty. That is captain. It is not up to it. Penalty is a mental game in America. So if he's not up to it, you don't know if
plenty.
And he didn't just want to take. Maybe he couldn't want to just take him off. You don't know the state of mind. So because it's captain, he should be the first person that will pick the ball, go and play penalty. And as a captain, if he should not miss it, what do you think it will do to the players?
They'll crucify him.
Exactly. And this same you, Nameka, you will crucify him. So I don't agree with that comment. You can't say he showed more leadership because he did not step up to go and play penalty. Indeed, it was indeed Frank Onyeka and Calvin Bassey and Benjamin Frederick were the only 4 people running against the Congo.
Yes, sir. That's true. That's true.
Who had the physicality of that DR Congo team. So they were tired. They had walked. Did you not see the kind of game Wilfred Ndidi played? Provided about 4 different assists against Gabon.
Gabon. That's true.
He scored.
That's true. That's true.
You guys, you always consider players that they are also humans. I understand that we want them to always give us 100%. But you can't say because he didn't step up the penalty that he's a bad captain. Nah. You say, look, Ekong, the true captain, he leads from the front from day one. He's the first penalty taker, then Victor. Yeah, there's a difference when you are the penalty taker for your team. But when there is a spot kick, when games go into penalties, the coaches choose, okay, why didn't your coach bring in Ekong? Ekong, you go and lead the penalty kick. Then Congo DR took out their goalkeeper and brought somebody who was good with penalties. So why didn't your coach? You can't say, okay, what if the coach doesn't choose Ekong?
How many penalty takers have won the African Cup of the CAF best player?
I'm saying Henry, the physio, I even checked in the and everything. I said, go and tell coach that the way this guy's leg is, he might not have power to kick the way we're expecting to kick. And they don't pick him. We cannot now judging the guy from outside. I know he didn't show leadership.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So we need a warrior captain who can deliver at all times, not sometimes. Messi captain, why not to see man?
We need a psych man in that team. A psych man, a serious psych man. Somebody who can psych up the boys.
Wilfred Ndidi is still the best choice at the moment. I think so. I agree. So
it's okay. It's okay.
Victor Osimhen may be the choice of so many. However, we must also know that Victor Osimhen did not have the patience of Ekong regarding his temper.
That's true. That's true. You don't lie. Bishop don't lie.
You see, I didn't want to say it because people say, oh, Austin does not like Victor Osimhen.
No. Bishop don't lie. Bishop don't lie.
There's something about forward players. There's so much responsibility on them. Their job is the most defined in football. As a striker, you score goals. That is your role. So if your team is not winning, if your team is struggling, everybody forgets that it's the defender that is making their opponent score. Everybody will be looking at the striker. Why are you not scoring? All this noise we are making, I trust Nigerians. That chance Victor Osimhen missed against Gabon. Let's say Gabon now, that game entered penalty, Gabon now won it. All this noise Nigerians are making about Osimhen, if I don't finish. Because Nigerians are very unforgiving people. They know they forget. So yeah, he has to work on his temper, and that's because he's still growing, you know. When he did his time, why not change him? That's the point. It's all on the coach. See what I don't know how long you've been following my channel, Emeka and Henry. I want to say that you see coaching, I don't ever tell coach what to do. I only just talk about my knowledge of the game to say, oh, this player can do this, that player can do this. But the coach spends more time with them. We might be here shouting why he's not playing Rafa Yedika. Maybe Rafa Yedika is a mess during training.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He might not just be giving the coach what the coach wants to see during training, and the coach will look away.
It's just like a parent who takes his child to a nanny. You go back and say, Daddy go know the pikin pass the mama.
My brother, it's like my job broadcasting. You go tell someone, that thing I used to watch him. The guy is good. He was the first team. If you watch him, never a dull moment. But that day that your guy will now watch him, maybe have stomach pain.
He's always this tall guy.
And you know,
That's
now this same guy when you come say be fine broadcaster,
Lancaster, yeah.
Emeka, that's his life. So
Hmm.
you say Ndidi was tired against DRC. Coach is saying a tired Ndidi is better than a fast snail.
Yeah, that's it. I saw Ndidi online. He was actually talking to one of his teammates to join Nigeria, to come and play for Nigeria. That we need a centre back. Uh, and the guy, when I watched their match, the guy is good. He's pretty good. If he can come, if he
The
can
guy
come. But the guy
plays in Turkey.
in Turkey, yeah, he got the same team with Ndidi.
With Besiktas. Oh,
Manchester,
finally.
yeah, yeah. His name is something Chi something. I can't remember again.
Okay. Yeah, I like Igogu. I like that they've invited him. He's back from injury. He can actually be a great addition. We saw him at the Unity Cup. Igogu is very decent. So if that's something that we can bring into the team, it's going to be very good.
I'll be
My brother,
happy.
we can
May you
leave
go.
you tomorrow.
Yeah, may you go sleep.
Tomorrow we'll be back. I didn't want to go beyond 1 minute, 1 hour today. I've done 1 hour 22 minutes. You guys don't have to let me just come and talk small and go. Tomorrow it will be 15 days to go. There will be a lot of updates. So I'll
Yeah.
really try my best to come right on time, just so we can have something to talk about.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so much. Thank you.
the delight. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the engagement on TikTok. I see you guys on YouTube. Thank you on Facebook. Thank you so much. I've been taking a look at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. 16 days to go. Yeah, Morocco will be hosting 5 countries that I know of that I can confirm. They have released their final squads for the Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria released a 54-man provisional list. We're still waiting for the final list to be released by Coach Eric Chelle. But the big question I've been asking, can the Super Eagles win 2025 AFCON? TikTok, you think they can? YouTube, do you think they can? But I know this one will definitely test football in the country, because for Nigeria to miss out of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, it means the fans want something. The presidency, they believe they've put so much money also, so they're expecting the Super Eagles to do something, and I know they will be putting pressure that they need to win it. Don't forget, the elections also coming up in 2027. They will need something to use to campaign that they went to the AFCON and they won it. So that will put some good pressure on the Super Eagles. So what do you think? Can the Super Eagles win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? That's the question. I'll see you guys around again. That's it.